This tutorial covers how to request an official D2L course. This is the course that you'll use to actually teach your class online and will have a student roster connected to it. The first thing to do is to navigate to this page. This is the Learning Management System Desire to Learn page located at web.scc.losrios.edu/LMS. On this page, you'll see a link for new course requests. Click that link. This link takes you to the Los Rios Employee Self-Service page. This is a place where you can manage your D2L requests and do some other things like look at old pay stubs or upgrade your personal information. To log in to the Employee Self-Service page, use your employee ID and your unified password. This is the same password you'll use to log into email and other Los Rios services. And click the login button. Now that I'm logged in, I have some choices. Over here on the left are some payroll and tax and personal information functions that I want to ignore. What I really care about is what's over here on the right hand side. These are all the D2L options I have. And since I'm a coordinator, I have a couple that you won't see on your menu. The one you really want to know, though, is the D2L official course link. So go ahead and click on that link. This brings up the instructor class requests specific to you. And you'll notice that my ID number is automatically included in this first field. The way this search works is you really only want to put information in one field. So I just leave that number in there and go straight to search. No need to really put in a last name or first name. And here it brings up my list of courses by semester. Here are my spring 2009 courses, and here is a fall 2009 set of courses. So I'll click any one of the links on this row, since they all go to the same page. I'll click on the fall 2009. And here you see a class listed and some headings. So again, it identifies who I am, what term we're in, and then you can see which classes have been officially assigned to me. Now, it's important to note that if you've been assigned a class, but it does not show up on this list, most of the time it's because even though your dean may have told you that you're teaching the class, they haven't officially assigned the class to you in the PeopleSoft software that the district uses. So make sure that if you don't see a class on this list that should be there, talk to your division dean about that. This part of the form is pretty easy. Since I'm teaching one class, what I need to do is come over to this checkbox here where it says Use D2L, and I'll click a check mark to indicate that I want to use D2L, and you notice a couple other fields popped up. Here is the grouping drop-down menu, and let's say I was teaching 2 online classes of the same subject and catalog number. Then what I could do is have one site created with 2 rosters linked to it. To do that, I would, for both classes, click Use D2L here, and then let's say down here. And then when I click on the grouping, it's like a matching exercise. I would say multi-1 for this, and also multi-1 for the next class as well. So they're both linked to multi-1. That's the way to link multiple rosters to a single D2L course. Since I'm only doing an individual class, I'll just click individual class here. You'll also notice at the bottom of this screen a note about when students will be added to your D2L class, which is generally 5 days to 1 week before the class start date, which is this date here. Okay, and that will vary by term. Once I've made my selection and any groupings that I needed to do, I click the Review Request yellow button. Now, what's happened here is since I hit Review Request, it's actually assigned that class a D2L course name. So when the class is created in D2L, this is how it'll show up. There's also a text box here where you could enter additional information about the course. It's limited to just a few characters because we don't want to make the names too long, but this could be my Tuesday section or my hybrid section or anything that you need to help identify the course. Once you're satisfied with the name, click on Submit Request, and here's the confirmation screen. Your D2L requests have been saved and should be created tonight. If you're finished with your D2L requests, please sign out of PeopleSoft now. I'm going to click OK, and then sign out. And now I've signed out, and there's an overnight process that will run, and in the morning, my new official D2L class will be there, ready for me to put my content into. This is how you create an official D2L course request.